Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to a brand new video which, as you would have seen by the title, is going to be a drive with me video. Yes, so as I just said, this is going to be a drive with me video. I'm basically home for the weekend. When I'm filming this, it's currently like Mother's Day weekend. So I'm home for the weekend, which meant I had to film a drive with me because it meant I was back reunited with my car. I basically thought this was a good way to catch up, just to get in the car, because I know you guys do enjoy the car content. I feel like when I film these videos, I'm basically just catching up with my friends. So yeah, I wanted to film one of these, and as you can see, the lighting is banging because the sun is shining. It's so warm today. So that is basically going to be the vibe for this video. We're just going to drive probably to Starbucks, get some sort of summery drink to stay in fitting with the weather. And yeah, just sit and have a little catch up in the car because I feel like it's been a long while since we've had a proper catch up. I don't know if I've got a lot to tell you, but I mean, I will probably start with telling you about the car, because if you guys watched one of my previous videos, then you would have known that my car actually was like being repaired because after previous damage, which we're not going to get into, but the car is actually fixed now. But I can get into all of that when we're on the road. I basically have a very interesting camera setup right now because I don't actually know where the like clip for like fixing my phone is. So you're currently like perched up, so I'm gonna attempt to start driving, but you guys might actually end up falling off, which if you do, I might just drive to Starbucks, get my drink, and then when we're like parked up, then maybe I'll film the drive with me part. But I've got my sunglasses, the sun is shining. I need to actually adjust my seats because I haven't driven this car for a while. And yeah, let's get on the road. Hi, do you have the Cool Lime Refresher at all?
I'm so sorry, we only have the strawberry refresher.
Okay, I've never actually had that one. What's it like?
Strawberry.
Okay. Alright.
Quite nice, I like it.
I'll get one of them.
No worries, is that a lot?
Yes, please.
Any other drinks with you today?
No, that's everything. Thank you very much.
Strawberry refresher.
Amazing, thank you. Okay guys, so I've parked up. You would have seen like a tiny clip of me driving, but basically, yeah, this makeshift tripod did not stay still, which I wasn't expecting it to anyway. But I'm in the Starbucks car park. Like, I think I've mentioned this in a previous video, but there's now a Starbucks like a lot closer to where I live. Before it was like a 25 to 30 minute drive, whereas now it's literally like 10 minutes away. So when I'm home, I have to get a Starbucks because you guys will know I love Starbucks. And yeah, so the drink I went for today was actually I think she said it was called a summer strawberry refresher. I mean, the sun's shining, so I wanted to get a summery drink. And I normally get the cool lime refresher because that's my favorite one. I've never actually tried this strawberry one, but nowhere seems to have the cool lime. And I asked the girl at the window, like, why does no one have the cool lime? And she was like, oh, apparently it doesn't sell, which blows my mind because I think like so many people actually like it. Like I see so many influencers posting it as well. So I thought it was a lot more popular, but apparently not. So I went with her recommendation and got the strawberry one, which I'm gonna try now. Oh, that's actually really nice. It kind of reminds me of the strawberry lemonade that McDonald's do. If any of you have ever tried that, that's kind of the same taste. It's very like acidic-y strawberry, kind of like a pink lemonade vibe. But it's nice though, and it's got like little strawberry pieces in. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. But yeah, so I just parked up and I thought I would catch up with you guys because the drive with me part didn't really go to plan. So I thought I would sit here and the sun is kind of facing me. So I'm basically catching a little car tan while I'm chatting to you guys as well. But yeah, so life recently has been very busy. Sorry, I didn't actually post. I'm not sure when you're seeing this video, but I actually did miss a Sunday in my schedule because, to be honest, I was just so busy and I had so much going on, which I know is kind of a poor excuse because everyone's so busy. But yeah, I just didn't really have the time to film a video. But now I am here, I'm home. So like I said, I'm home for the weekend because it's Mother's Day weekend. But I thought I would film this little drive with me. I'm also going to be filming like a spend a few days with me video, which will be up on the channel as well. I don't know if that will be up before this video or if this video will be up first, but you guys will see that anyway. But yeah, I actually came back to Derby, which is obviously where my home is, if any of you don't know. Yesterday, I got the train after work because it was just... Why did I get the train yesterday? Oh, because I actually went to I was going to come home Thursday night because my mum is actually working in London for a few days a week at the minute. So we were going to actually come back together on Thursday, but I ended up getting an invite to a Spotify party, and it was for Coffee. If you guys heard of Coffee, like her popular songs like Toast and Rapture. She is bringing out a new album, or I think it dropped actually yesterday. So it was the album launch party presented by Spotify, which I actually got invited to through a friend from work. So 3 of us went together, and it was actually a really, really good event. I'm so glad that I actually stayed in London and went to that because it was really, really fun. And it was nice to go to an event that you're not actually working, because I think when you're working an event, you don't get to actually enjoy it. Yeah, it was a good like party vibe. It was obviously all Jamaican themed because I believe Coffee is Jamaican, and I think she actually lives out there, and I think she just came back here for the launch. Don't quote me to that, but yeah, so it was all like Jamaican themed, which was really, really good. But I think I did actually take a couple of clips, which if I did when I'm editing this back, I will insert them here. So yeah, hopefully you guys would have just seen the clips of the party, but that was really, really good. So that's kind of what's been going on in my week. Obviously work keeps me very busy because I'm there all week, and then we do a lot of events, we have a lot of meetings. So like evenings, weekends recently, a lot of them have been revolved around work, which don't get me wrong, I love that we get that side of what I do, like getting to go to these cool events and doing all these things. But boy, does it get tiring. So yeah, I feel like this weekend I've not really got any plans. It's just very chilled, kind of catching up, seeing my family. And like I said, it's obviously Mother's Day tomorrow. So that's kind of the vibe for this weekend and like life recently. And then yeah, actually, it's nearly April, which is obviously Easter. And I think I have a bit of time off during April because it's actually my graduation, which is crazy to even say and think about, because to be honest, I feel like uni was so long ago, and I feel like I forgot that like I'm still yet to have a graduation ceremony, because they actually sent us out like our certificates in the post. They're already framed like in my parents' living room, so it feels like it's kind of already happened. And because I've been working for so long now, it's almost coming up to a year since I left uni, that it just feels like I'm kind of going backwards a bit. But I am super excited, and obviously it will be with all of my friends from uni that we all graduate together, which will be really, really nice. And my best friend that I live with, Alicia, she is actually, even though she ended up changing courses for final year because it was like an option that you could do, her graduation's at the same time on the same day as mine. So that'll be really nice that we'll be there together as well. And then I think the plan for graduation, like the actual day, is to go for like a dinner after the ceremony with my parents. Well, it's like an early dinner because my graduation's actually at like 11:45. So yeah, we're gonna go for like a dinner, and then I think my parents are gonna head back home, and then me and a few of my friends are gonna stay in Nottingham, which is obviously where I went to uni, and just go for like a few drinks, probably end up on a night out because a few drinks is just not possible in my world. But yeah, I think that'll be the vibe for graduation. So I'm thinking I might vlog that because it'll be quite nice to have that memory for myself anyway, but also quite interesting to watch. Or I might vlog like a couple of days like around that as well, because I am actually off in the build up to graduation and then for a couple of days after as well. So yeah, that video will be soon to come on my channel as well. So that's kind of what's going on in my life recently. I'm trying to think. I always say like I want to catch up with you guys, and then when it comes to sitting down, I feel like this happens when I meet with my friends as well. Like I don't see them for so long, I'm like, oh, we've got so much to catch up on, like so much to tell you. And then when we sit down, it feels like I've basically told them everything in 5 minutes, and then that's it. But yeah, that's kind of life recently. I mean, how are you guys all doing? Let me know in the comments. I feel like I never really speak to you guys and know what you guys are doing and what you've been up to. So drop me a message down in the comments if you guys want to say hi, or let me know what you've been up to. But yeah, and then apart from that, that is really what's going on. After graduation, I kind of don't really have anything set in stone. The next like big thing after that is Ibiza, which is coming end of July. And actually, if any of you watching this have been to Ibiza or have any really good recommendations for Ibiza, then please drop those down below in the comments and let me know, because it's my first time going to Ibiza. And I'm not sure if any of my friends that I'm going with have actually been before either, but we're really trying to like be on it with our planning and making sure we're booking like beds at the beach bars and all of that kind of vibe. So let me know recommendations so we can kind of book those and get on it beforehand. But yeah, so that is coming in July. But between graduation and July, I don't really think there's a lot happening, which is kind of nice. I feel like because the weather's getting nicer though, it's kind of nice to know that I have freer weekends. So when the sun is out, I can be spontaneous and go out for drinks and like just be out in the sun, because I feel like recently my weekends have been very booked up and like very busy, which meant that I hadn't really had time to do like spontaneous things. Although saying that, last weekend me and a few friends actually went to watch the Six Nations rugby at Bola in Paddington, which was really fun. And then we just kind of like bar crawled afterwards, and then they ended up out. I actually didn't end up out. We kind of made the sensible decision to go home, but also like where we live, it's kind of difficult to get back, and there was no trains running on the weekend because they're actually building the new Elizabeth line, which is like a new tube line in London, and it's actually going to run to where we live in London. So every weekend they cancel the trains because they're like doing the work. So it's kind of very like bittersweet, I guess, because it's like we'll be on a tube line, but also it means in the meantime we can get no trains, which makes getting anywhere in like central London a little bit more difficult. So yeah, it's definitely a catch-22, but hopefully when it's done, and I don't know when it will be done actually, there's no like dates or anything written around the station, but hopefully when it is done, it'll be a lot more accessible and easier for us to get around, because I do find at the minute, as much as I love like my apartment and where I live, Alicia and I do definitely want to be like closer to London, because traveling is just so difficult, especially with things like after a night out. We really have to think about whether we're going to get like the last overground train, or it's like you then have to commit to like getting a cab all the way home, which sometimes can be quite pricey. I think depending on the time and the day, it's not too bad. You can get a quite cheap and affordable one, but sometimes it can be close to like 50 quid. And like once you've spent like £100 on a night out, to then spend 50 quid just to get home, it is a lot of money, you know, and your boy's not on a big salary that can be affording £50 taxis every night out. So yeah, that's definitely something that we're going to think about when our contract's up in August, as to whether we want to like stay where we are, because we do really love the apartment, and that's kind of like the annoying part. If we could literally pick up the building and like move it slightly closer to London, then that would be ideal, but obviously that isn't possible. So it's kind of like, do we stay where we are in a really nice place, but then we've got this constant issue of being quite far out and like always having to worry about how we get home, or do we move closer into London, which actually a lot of our friends now live in London, and they actually live like more in the southwest and like west region of London, you know, like the classic like post uni Clapham, Battersea area. So I'm thinking maybe we move closer to there, because it just means as well we can do more like off the cuff, is that the right term, like the right phrase, spontaneous, I guess. Like I feel like I said that already, but we can do more spontaneous things. Like I feel like the minute we have to really plan, like if we're going to see each other on a weekend, or if we're going to like go for a dinner after work. But if it's nice and sunny and we just fancy a spontaneous drink, if we live closer, it's more possible. But then also by the time we'd actually move, it be coming back into winter. So I don't really know, but yeah, that's kind of, I feel like I literally just like offloaded my entire brain dump about where I'm living in London at the minute. But yeah, and then I feel like I really want to start to do something for myself. I think, don't get me wrong, I love my job, but I really want to start, like, I've always wanted to like be my own boss. I feel like everyone nowadays really wants to like work for themselves, which is obviously why I do kind of do my social media. My parents are actually really supportive of it like now as well, because they kind of understand business and like the area that I'm in a lot more as well. So they're really like pushing me to do it. So I definitely think I'm gonna do something. So you guys can hold me to this word in this video, because I feel like if you guys don't, I probably won't end up doing it, because it's something, I feel like I'm one of those people that has 110 ideas, but actually just picking one and then sticking to it and actually delivering it to the end outcome is where I lack the skill set. But yeah, I'm thinking I probably will do something, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Or like, I don't really know what it will be, even if you guys would be interested in it. But yeah, I definitely want to work on like being my own boss, building my own business, because I feel like in the long run I'll appreciate it as well, because I feel like right now it feels like a lot of work, and also trying to do that around having a current full-time job, trying to do my social media. When I think about it, it kind of scares me, because I'm like, there is definitely not enough time in the day. Like Molly May, I will be using my 24 hours in a day, but I think in the long term it will pay off, because eventually once a business hits a certain place, it can start to run itself. I think. Like I said, I'm no business expert, but yeah, so that's kind of something that I'm working on, or like planning in my head anyway at the minute, and then hopefully it will come into like some kind of physical form very soon. But yeah, I feel like I don't really know what I just said in the past like 10 minutes that I just spoke. I think I said like one thing which just unraveled a load of babble out of my mouth basically, but hopefully that was interesting for you guys to hear. Okay, so that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I feel like it's basically had no like running order to it. It's just been me offloading all of my thoughts to you guys, but I've had comments in the past of people saying they enjoy these videos because it feels like two friends catching up, which is exactly the vibe I want on this channel. So hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, then please do give it a big thumbs up and leave any comments down below. Let me know how you guys are getting on, and also those Ibiza recommendations, please do leave those because me and my friends will massively appreciate that. If you did like this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you guys can see all of the rest of my videos that are to come. As I mentioned, I'm going to be vlogging like a couple of days this weekend because it's Mother's Day, and then I've got a few other things going on, and then there'll be like graduation vlogs, Ibiza vlogs. So yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed if you do want to see all those videos, and hit the bell for notifications so you're notified when they go live. But all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching. As I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this chaotic video, and I will hopefully see you all in my next video. Bye!